Right then, good evening everyone and welcome back to the Fishing Matt channel. We're going to put the wireless microphone on in a minute. We currently don't have it, but I'll be alright. So yeah, we've changed venue now. We were going to go to Eastney, not Eastney, Hayling Island, but we are down Eastney now, down at Portsmouth, so yeah. And then we got the new rod with a nice Joey mackerel bait, which is down there if you can see it, not very much so, but just a bit of a recap really. And then the two-hook flapper with of course ragworms, so yeah. We're going to get this all chucked out there and see if we can get into anything. Dan's going live at the moment, so that's sweeter than that. So, as I said, we are down Eastney now in Portsmouth. And we've got all three rods out. So, on the left-hand rods, I said, we have got a single pennel hook with a squid and anchovy wrap. And that's literally in the floor, so that's going to fall over probably sometime. And the other two, they've been launched out. But high tide was about 4 o'clock, so I think that was, or is about now. And then the tide is going down. I've got no idea when low tide is. Oh, there you go, we're getting a rattle already on that flapper. See, I don't know when low tide is, we're going to be fishing it down. And we'll see what happens. I imagine we're going to see the typical dogfish and whiting like we saw earlier down Hayling. But we just have to see. But yeah, we're already getting a knock as you can see on that right rod. There you go, look at that. But yeah, we are getting a bite on that flapper. So fingers crossed everybody, we can get into our first fish of the night down here. No way everyone, we were getting that bite, I saw it. It tapped again and it slack lined us. It's nothing huge. Nothing huge, but it's not small per se. I'm happy. Here we go. First fish down Eastney tonight for me. I've had this out for about 10 minutes, less than that. And there's our first fish. It's nothing massive, is it? Probably just under 30 centimetre mark there. We've got a bar of silver. Look at that, we got our bass. Let's get that ragworm bait chapped out. I think we're going to change the bait on the other rod, the far rod, to a ragworm bait close in, so we'll see. There we go then, first fish of the night, 10 minutes out with our bait and we've got a bass already. Could this be an absolute banger of a night? We shall see. We need to make sure that we're going to get a sand eel bait out there for the rays. And I definitely think we might put that two-hook flapper on that far rod and go for the bass closer in. There you go, Dan's had a bass as well. His was a little bit smaller than mine, but sweet as a nut. Let's get these baits back out. Happy days. Right then, so we're getting quite a few taps on the flapper again, and this is what we pull in. We got a small whiting, which we'll probably use as live bait to be fair, and then a doggy dog. So there you go, 2 casts, 3 fish, happy days. Well then friends, the rain started a little bit, and that's not the best of fun, but we've been getting constant bites on that ragworm flapper, and we just caught a little pin whiting, so that's not the best of fun, but we're going to keep him around. Got a bit of his blood in my mouth, and surprisingly it tastes like human blood. It's a bit weird, but there you go. But yeah, got a bit of a whiting blood in my mouth. It's not best of fun, but there you go, sweet. So yeah, again, constant taps on that flapper. It looks something bigger than that, to be honest, so we'll see. But yeah, I plan on putting a whiting bait like that out at some point, so we shall see. But yeah, I'm going to carry on whacking out the flapper and see what happens. We've also got that big mackerel bait out there on a pulley pennel. We're going to check that in 15 minutes or so and have a look at what's going on with that one. Well then, I just cast out literally a minute after that whiting just came in. And now we've caught a pin sea bass, look at that. So we've had 2 bass so far. Obviously it's nothing special, so we'll get this one back. But literally those 2 hooks have been stripped within like a minute or 2. Not the best of fun, but if there's some big boys around, if there's little ones, must be big ones. There you go, ooh, bass, nice. Well everyone, what a pleasant surprise. So this was going to be a planned video, just the other half of the video from the Hayling Island side. But I think we're going to have to make this a whole entire video of its own. There we go, we got another bar of silver. So yeah, it's probably about 30 centimetres like that first one we had. Dan's had one about the same size as well, but oh, you cheeky monkey. He spined me, there you go, we got another bar of silver. Sweet as a nut. Ooh. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, I think I'm going to make this a separate video. There's my third bass. It's never been a school bass if I showed you, I can't remember. But welcome to the video down Eastney Beach, very nice. Here we go then, so these are the baits we got tonight. We got the ragworm that we bought from Big George, our bait digger. He dug that yesterday, I believe, so absolute legend. We got cuttlefish, we got squid heads, we got big squid, we got a mackerel, whole mackerel from a while back, which probably won't get used. We got Joey mackerel, we got sand eels, and we have whiting over there in the corner. We got a nice pin one there, so we'll use that as a bait later on. But yeah, we got loads of lovely bait. We got a £1.25 of ragworm to get through. We used some of it down Hayling Island earlier on. We caught 2 dogfish and a whiting, which wasn't too exciting, but there you go. But yeah, there you go, 3 bass so far, 2 whiting and a dogfish. And I've only been fishing for like an hour, sweet as a nut. let's hope we can get into a nice big old bass, £5 plus sort of thing. So then, we've been catching some lovely bass. What I'm doing on that flapper bait is normally I do sort of a swing when I cast with the weight back and forward to try and get a bit more momentum. But for this one, I've just got the weight on the floor and I'm pinging it out. I'm not throwing it too far, probably about 15-20 metres out. So normally I'll probably get 40 maybe, I don't know. That's probably a really bad estimate, I'll probably about 30 metres, I honestly don't know. I'm not a match caster, I can't cast massive amounts of distance, but yeah, I'll probably say about 15-20 metres out for that one. And then the other one, I'm pinging it out as far as I can. So we're going to check that mackerel, Joe mackerel bait in a minute, and we're going to put out a whole whiting. People have been catching the big bass on whole whiting. You've also been catching, there you go, oh, there you go, what a bite that was. Right, let's go have a look at that, everybody. Wow. We'll let it sit a little bit, but what a bite, sweet as a nut. Here we go, look, look, look. That's the sort of bite we're looking for a bass. Nice. Right, then we'll put you down and we'll come back and hopefully we'll have a fish. Would you believe? Well, we saw that bite and that's what we were looking for and that's what we caught. So I left it for 30 seconds or so and that's on again. So it's only another schoolie, but it's another bass nonetheless. Literally every 2 minutes a bass is coming in. This is crazy. I'm trying to bait up the other rod and get the other rod going again. It is out there with a bait, but we need to change it. But there you go, that's like what, bass number 4. I'm already losing count of how many bass we've had. That's a good night. We've been trying to chase these for a while, obviously bigger ones. Well, there's a start, isn't it? It's a start. So let's get this back and try to catch the bigger ones. Woo! Right then, so it's got our bass back. So before we get rudely interrupted by another one, I hope, maybe a big one this time, we've got 3 new bits of equipment that we're using on the channel. So number 1 is this microphone. Hello. This is the first time I'm using it on the beach. Obviously I used it in the video before this, or maybe after this. We'll see which one gets released first. Then we've got the new Shakespeare salt shelter, which has been amazing. That has been really good. So thanks, Mum, for the early Christmas present. Oh, and also we've got our brand new Penrath 2 rod out there, surf cast rod, 14 foot. It's been pretty sweet. We've already had 1 fish on it so far. We've christened it first time, which is a dogfish, so nothing special. So as I said, fingers crossed we can get a big bait on there with a big bass coming in on it. We shall see. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that flapper because it's literally just popping off every so often. Well, every 2 minutes or so we're just getting a bass on. They're small ones, there's got to be big ones, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get out there, come on. Look, I've got a hook in my mouth, right? I'm just about to tie on a hook to the line or whatever, and the flapper just pops off again. And this time, look at this. We got a double hook up of a bass. There's 2 30cm bass. Why couldn't it have just been 1 60cm bass, eh? This is crazy, I can't believe it. I'd never have had a problem of being able to count how many bass we've had in a session, but I've already lost count. And as I said, this is literally just 2 minutes after each other. 2 minutes. There's got to be some big ones out there, but wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Double bass hook up. They're all about 30cm, these ones that are coming in, so come on, where are the big ones at? Look at that, double bass hook up. Nice, sweet as it. Right then, so this is something cool that I showed in my last video. So with the microphone, we can obviously get some better shots, a bit more action, a bit of this, bit of that, while doing other stuff, just instead of being in front of the phone the entire time, talking to the phone microphone. See, honestly, within a minute or two, we're just getting absolutely hammered by the bass. And I've still got ragworm on there. I could probably cast this out straight away and use it and still catch bass on it. But it's just got me wondering, should I really be putting out a big ragworm bait for a big bass? But I reckon it's just going to come down to the fact a dogfish will get there first, or a schoolie. But we've got plenty of ragworm. Imagine we are going to get through it tonight. We'll see. Maybe we'll get round to using a big ragworm bait. We shall see, everybody. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do smash that like. We're getting the bass, eh? We're getting the bass. Alright then, so we finally had a quiet minute or two. We've managed to get a bait done up. So here we go. We've got one of the whiting that we've caught, a little pin whiting. We've got a 3/0 hook that I've just put on. This is a brand new hook. The other one was a bit dull. So I reckon we would have missed a fish if I kept that other hook on. So yeah, I've changed it out. We've got a 3/0 there. So we'll give this one a try and hopefully be able to get something. We're replacing the Joe mackerel bait, which has been out there for a while. So we'll see what's going on with that, if it's been attacked or anything. But yeah, we're keeping an eye on the other baits and we're getting a bite right now on that flapper, I believe. So yeah, we'll try and get that mackerel bait in and keep an eye on that flapper. Very nice. I'm lost for words. There's another one. That's probably my biggest one of the night, I reckon. That one's quite chunky, that one. But there you go, another double hook up. They're everywhere, they're literally everywhere. We're going to get into the double figures of catching bass. Just need to get an actual double figure. This is mental, everyone. Just on a 2-hook flapper. I can't even get that other bait out. This rod just keeps on popping off. It's mental. There must be so many of them out there. But here we go. There's another 2 bass added onto the tally. We'll see if I can remember to put an actual tally of how many we've caught. He's curling up. Come on, mate. Sort it out. Relax, relax. He's still pumped up. Look at him. Sweet as a nut. Mental. Well, semi-early on the big mackerel bait, we had a bite. And what do you guess? It's a deep throat dogfish. This bad boy, literally, he inhaled that entire joey mackerel. When I got the hook out, a crab came out his mouth as well. Scared the heck out of me. But there you go, we got a dogfish. Let's get him back and then get that white bait out. Hopefully a dogfish won't take that and only a bass will. But there you go, doggy doggy. See? Right then everyone, we're going to get this whiting bait chucked out. So we've cut off his tail so the juice leaks out a little bit. We're putting this on the brand new Penrath 2 rod. The difference between them is that this one can cast up to a 250 gram weight, where the other one is only 170 grams. So this one can cast a 9 ounce, where the other one can only cast a 6 ounce. The casting seems a bit different, to be honest. I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to this rod yet, but it's a bit of a difficult one. But the tips definitely look about the same in terms of action. They do say the same description basically for both rods. It's exciting though. It's exciting. It's definitely nice to be able to have the option of being able to put a bigger weight out. So we definitely will be using that. It's a good sort of rod you want to be able to use at Chesil Beach. We need to use a bigger weight. But yeah, let's get it cast out. Whether or not you had to see much, I don't know. But why not? It's a bit of extra content. And you never know, you might see a bite on that other rod while we're doing this. So yeah, I got it for about just over £100. It's a brand new rod that's come out a couple of months ago. I thought, because I had one of my ones break, or the ceramics inside pop off, I thought I might as well get myself a new rod. But yeah, let's get this whiting bait out. I'm going to chuck it out pretty far. That's gone out nicely, so I'd probably say maybe about 20 metres or so. And that should be perfectly far enough for a bass. It's in the middle of going far and close in, but it's about as far as you can really cast with a big bait. But there you go. If you saw that, happy days. If you didn't, whoopsie-doo. You know what I mean? I want you lot to take one guess. Take one guess of what this fish is going to be. Of course, you guessed a bass. Look at that, another one. So yeah, this one was on the flapper as always. Had a cheeky little bite and there it is. Just looked in its mouth and out came some slipper limpet. So that's obviously a good bait for these bass. I don't have any with me and you're not allowed to buy or harvest them, I don't think, because they're an invasive species. But yeah, I do and have in the past used common limpet, and you can buy it. So maybe common limpet will be the one to bring down Eastney next time. But yeah, there you go, another bass. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. It's exciting when you get the double shot, but it just feels like whiting now, do you know what I mean? They're just coming in thick and fast. Obviously we've got that big bait out. Nothing's happened yet. It's only been about 10-15 minutes, so plenty of time on that one. But there you go, another bass. Let's go get the baits redone and chuck them out again. Oh, it's going crazy. Right then. We've got another double shot, everybody. This time we've got a bass. And number 2 is another whiting. So yeah, we had a good old tap on there. Probably the whiting came on first with one tap, which I saw, and then we got the bass again. They're not bad size. Dan hasn't been getting many of them though. That's the weird thing. So I must be casting it at somewhere special. There you go, got another bass, another whiting. Hey! So, out of the last 8 or so casts on that flapper, we've had basically a double shot every single cast. That one, just then, we had a good old rattle twice in a row. Brought it in, there's nothing there. There's still some bait on there, but not a lot, so we baited it up again. What I've done this time is I've put a bit of riot squid on the bottom. I put a whole riot squid on the bottom hook, and on top hook put a bit of ragworm. So all throughout the night we've been catching different fish. We've had the dogfish, we've had the bass, we've had the whiting. So what we've been looking for the bass bites is for the rod to bend over and sort of twitch and sort of, it's like a zappy sort of bite. Whereas the whiting is more of a pull here and a pull there sort of thing. People commonly say that the whiting bite looks like a rattle, and then the bass bite is a buzzing sort of thing. So the whiting's like toot, 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 like that, and then the bass bite is just that sort of thing. That's what we've been seeing tonight. And obviously your dogfish, you just got, you know what I mean, just like that basically. Yeah, we've been getting some good old bites on that ragworm all night. We're getting through it really well. So, as I said, we had over a pound of ragworm today. We barely used any down Hayling Island, and we've just been speeding all the way through it down here, which is very good. So it's been a bit quiet. We've had about a 15-minute period of just having a few bites, and we've had a good hit, struck into it, and there you go. We've got a decent sized whiting and a tiny bass. There you go. Let's get him unhooked and chuck it back out again. But yeah, that took a whole squid, that cheeky monkey. That wasn't for you, that was for a bass. Oh well, there we go. So weirdly, in the interest of trying to catch a different fish that isn't a bass, we've put some different bait on the flapper. So we've now put two whole, what they're called? Two sand eels on. We cut the head and tails off, and we've done what I'd call the fishing Dorset live method. Which I said, cut the head and tail off and then feed it up the hook and then just whip it on like that, just the body. So we've done that. Dogfish, love a sand eel, so imagine we'll probably get dogfish, which is not what we want, but obviously rays do as well. So yeah, if we can get a ray out tonight. Thornbacks have been coming out pretty much daily down here at the moment, so if we can get a thornback as well tonight, that'd be absolutely amazing. So that whiting bait we put out hasn't been doing much, so we've got a pulley pennel rig here, 5/0 for the bottom hook, 4/0 for the top hook, which we're going to put out next instead. Obviously I say it's going to take time for a bass to take a bait like that. You never know how long it's going to take for a big bait to be taken, but so far tonight none of the big baits have been touched apart from that first initial Joe mackerel we put out, and we caught that dogfish. So we'll give that whiting another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll put out this whole Joe mackerel and hope for the best. Let's see if we can get some footage of a bite on the left hand green and yellow tip rod with the old flapper and sand eel. Just had a bite. Will something happen? We shall see. Hopefully it's not a bass, and if it is, a big un. That's what we want, friends, that's what we want. But yeah, obviously dogfish do love a good old sand eel, so that's what I'd imagine. But if we can catch a thornback ray, better nice. So everyone, the time came. It's been about 45 minutes, and I've been trying to change those big baits every 45 minutes or so. So the whiting's come in, and now a Joe mackerel on a 2-hook pulley pennel has been sent out. As you can see on the other rod as well, the flapper, we are getting a bite. I did have the 2 fishing Dorset lifestyle sand eels on there, but I changed it around now. I brought it in, could get a couple of taps, but the sand eel was still on there. So I put them a little bit up the hook and put some ragworm back on. Try and get a few more bites, because it's been a bit quiet from the past half an hour or so. So we'll see if we can get some more fishies out, keep myself entertained. And as you can see, there's still stuff biting out there, so that's cool. Here we go. Could we be in to another bass? We shall see, everybody, we shall see. Alright then, so we had a couple of taps on the sand eel and ragworm, and the ragworm was taken, and we caught another whiting. So I think I'm going to take off the sand eel and just run ragworm again and get through all of that, and hopefully get another bass. So Dangler's probably had the best bass of the night just a minute ago, probably something like 32-33 centimetres, so nothing massive but not too bad. So yeah, there's still hope, still plenty of time. I think it might be about 7:30, so I think low tide was 9:30, so if we fish down at that, maybe a little bit up, who knows, we shall see. But yeah, there's a whiting. Gonna go chuck him back and get some ragworm back out. The bass have gone away, the whiting have come to play. Come on, Mr. Bass, we're waiting. Well, with the amount we've had tonight, is it really worth putting it in? But just for the sake of the bass counter that we're going to have running in the video, there's another one. Skinny old boy. Classic bass bite on happy days. Squeezing up, we're getting back. If you are still here and watching the video, I do thoroughly appreciate it. It's amazing that you're still watching the video, so that's great news. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you hit that sub button, hit that like button as well. It does really help the channel grow. And also it's free, very nice, very good. We're on our way to 1.5k subs, so if we can hit that before the end of December or before Christmas, that'd be very nice. So yeah, thank you all, I really appreciate it. Let's get back to the fishing. There's another one for the tally. They give wicked bites, even if they're this size, but there you go, another one added to the tally. Very nice. So I'm just wrapping up the last big bait that I'm going to be casting out. I think it's probably just gone about 8:30 now. So that one, other Joe mackerel's probably been out there. Oh, I got a bite, there you go. That's just after that other bass, 2 minutes again. But yeah, this is the last big bait. That other bait's been out there for about 45 minutes or so. So we're gonna get it changed. I forgot to cut the tail off that mackerel, so whether or not that makes a difference, because obviously the blood and some juices will leak out the tail end where you cut. But I'd imagine it wouldn't make too much of a difference. There'll be enough scent in the water for a bass. So yeah, we're gonna put our last bait on. This is gonna be on a single pulley rig with a 3.0, brand new 3.0 hook on there, the old koi key. So yeah, we'll get this chucked out, leave it until we're about to leave, and you never know, this could be the one that gets us our lovely big bass. We shall see, friends. Right then, so Dangler's just had a lovely 7 pound 6 ounce conger eel on squid and anchovy. So that's pretty cool. There's the conger for tonight. We are just about to get our other bait on, the other big bait, last big bait, because we did get distracted. I want to go help him, just in case he had a big ray or a big bass or something like that. Didn't want to lose something like that. So yeah, we've had some taps on that flapper as always. I don't think they're really bass bites, probably just whiting. So we'll check that. But we're going to get that big bait sent out again. And fingers crossed we can get into something as well, like a big old double figure conger, bass, ray or a don kebab. Very nice. So I almost forgot that I was going to cut the tail off that mackerel. But then also, there's a bit of superstition. We've got a foxy bingo coming after us. For a bit of superstition, we're going to get one of the sea weight leads on. So these ones are UV, luminescent sort of vibes. You shine it up with a UV torch, your head torch, and you chuck it out. These are good for seeing where your bait are going at night time, and then also it'll attract the fish. They'll be like, oh, what's that over there? So yeah, this is the first time using this tonight and today. So we'll give it a try and see what happens. But there you go, you can see that's nicely lit up. Let's give it a go. So as always, oh there you go, there's a bite. So we're getting a bite of a flapper. So I stand up, about to pick the rod up sort of thing, because a pretty decent bite. There you go, there's another one. And then suddenly we just had a bite on the whole Joe mackerel bait, so that could be interesting. Wasn't a massive bite, but it wasn't a small bite, so it could be a dogfish, let's hope not. We haven't seen one of those in a while. But please, just the big bass or the big conger, man. Come on, brother. Yeah, we're getting some taps on that flapper again, so we'll probably be into another bass to add to the tally tonight. There you go. Here we go, then another double shot, another school bass, another whiting, added to the tally. Alright everyone, so I recast that mackerel bait because I had that bite. I checked it and we're getting a bite again. It looks sort of congery, but as I said, it's a Joe mackerel bait out there, whole Joe mackerel bait on a single pulley pennel rig. And we are getting some action on it. At the start of the clip, you may have seen the bite. I was hoping to be able to record potentially catching a fish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly tighten it up a little bit more, because it's loosened a bit. We definitely had a couple of taps on there. Oh, that has gone loose again. Just gonna leave it as it is and keep an eye on it, see if something happens. Well then, 9:30 is upon us. I'm bringing in the old flapper. So yeah, we didn't blank on the last cast, sort of meme. We got a whiting, so that's Coolio Beanios. The other rod, I've sort of pulled into it. We've been getting a few bites on it, and there's not any weight on it at the moment, but we're going to pack away our other rod, the flapper rod, let that one be, and then bring that one in, call it a night. But there you go, last fish on the flapper, a whiting, very nice. Pretty gutted. So the bait's in now, and that was the last cast, but we're getting that bite, and it sort of went loose in the ground, so we just left it. We're still getting a few bites, and obviously someone had a good old go at that, and the hook's sort of not very well done, but we brought it up all the way to the edge, down the bottom, and it just popped off wherever it was. Whether that's been a bass or a conger, I don't know. It doesn't look very congery, to be honest, because it looks quite clean, the tears. But sad times, everybody, sad times. But we're not going to get another bait out, unfortunately. Pretty upset about that. I should have gone down to the beach. I stayed up here instead of walking down there a good 15 metres or so. And that probably could have cost me. But it is weird. It was slack. Reeled it in a bit. And slack and sort of bounced around the old rod tip. And there was obviously something on there. Yeah, well, there you go. We're going to leave it at that. Very unfortunate end, to be honest. I'm really upset with myself by not going down to the bottom of the beach. I don't think it was anything like a massive bass or anything, to be honest, but it could have been a decent one. You never know, but yeah, I would have taken a big old bait. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As I said, do smash that sub and like button. I really appreciate it. And yeah, very good, very nice. And also, on a side note, just before ending the video, make sure that you take all your rubbish home with you when you're fishing. We've got a big bag of junk here, and we've got our bag of bait there. So yeah, make sure you take all your stuff behind. Don't leave anything behind. And enjoy your fishing. Have a good one, everyone, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See you.